sort of thing. And this is advanced for now, but as we get working in here, it's going to be something that we just do. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to put an input in here, because having things work on your screen is cool, but having a user be able to input and control something is even cooler. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid, or I'm going to take this repeat out of here. All right. And I'm going to leave this first chunk of code. So it's going to say, hello, beautiful, you look nice, and then it's going to clear everything, okay, and put the cursor back at the beginning. So that's all going to happen. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a little piece of code that says wait until, okay, and so what we're going to do is we're going to put, I'm sorry, I'm going to take that over right now. I'm going to put in a message that asks a question, and this is going to be a really basic question. How are you? And I'm guessing that's going to go off the screen. So I'm going to put set cursor to next row and feeling today question mark. And now I'm going to like give some options. So I'm going to put set cursor to next row, and I'm going to have the user be able to input a yes or no, or I'm feeling good or not good. And so I'm going to put a little arrow, and then I'm going to put left means good, space, space, no, and then right means bad, and put that little message, okay? So now it's going to ask, how are you feeling today? And then good or bad. So it's going to ask to press a button. Okay, and so now I'm going to put in the wait command, because we want to give time for somebody to answer that question, okay? And so I'm going to put in wait until, and you'll notice that this wait until has a little diamondy sort of box, and I'm going to scroll down here until I get to this little green that says diamond or diamond, and I'm going to put that in my little box. So it shows up like that. And now I'm going to scroll up, and I'm going to go to sensing. And I'm going to say wait until the left button is pressed or the right button is pressed. And now what I'm saying is, okay, this message is going to stay on the screen until the user presses the left button or the right button, okay? And so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in an if statement. Okay, if, and we're going to say there's another diamondy box in the if statement, and we're going to say if, let's see, our button press, where is that? Here we go. If the left button is pressed, we're saying good. I'm going to go up to the top here, and I'm going to clear the rows. I'm going to set cursor to row 1, column 1, and I'm going to say a message like, that's great. Okay, and I'm going to play another sound, why not? And we'll play a little fill up, so that seems great. Okay, so now we put the condition, if the user clicks the good, which is the left button, then we're going to clear all the rows, show the message that's great, and play a sound. Okay, cool. Now I want to put a different condition, and that's if they press the right button. And so I'm going to go down here to another if statement. I'm going to fill in the condition of the if and say if they press the right button. Then I'm going to do the same thing. I want to clear all the rows. I want to set cursor to the first row, and I'm going to put a message, and the message is going to say, oh crap, this is what I hate about this thing. You can mess stuff up if you scroll incorrectly. Okay, I think I've got it fixed. How are you feeling today? Good, bad? Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think I fixed that. And that's just because I dragged something wrong. Okay, so the message I'm going to say is, I hope you, and we'll go to the next row, feel better. Next row, soon. Okay, and we'll play a sound there too. And why not? Okay, so now we've got a situation where we're going to give a message and then ask a question. And based on the input, whether they press the left button or the right button, we're going to show a different message. If they press the left button, we're going to show that's great and play the Philip sound. If they press the right button, we're going to display the message, I hope you feel better soon, and play the ratchet sound, okay? So this is sort of an advanced thing. It's kind of silly right now because we're practicing. Like, why would we need to do this on a robotic screen? But if you can imagine, if you've built a robot, and let's say it's a car, and you have sensors on it that let it know when it's close to a wall, these if-then could be really useful, right? So if it gets close to the wall, like if it's going to run into it head-on, you could have a statement that says, if you're close to a wall, back up and turn around. If you're not close to a wall, continue running forward, okay? And so that's a really useful thing to know. It's really, really useful to know how to use these if-then statements. And this wait until statement is also really useful because it allows the user time to answer, okay? This is kind of an advanced thing because if I did not have this wait until, what would happen after you see the message, how are you feeling today, it would check if the left button is pressed or the right button was pressed. And if neither button was pressed, it wouldn't do anything and the program would end, okay? And so by waiting until a button is pressed, we don't allow it to check these if statements until the user presses the button, which is a really useful thing for it to do, okay? So this is sort of your advanced thing. I can't show you what my robot screen would look like, but if you want to try this program out, you can definitely do so on your own.